Hey everyone, welcome back to the discussion. Today, we're diving into a fascinating research paper exploring how generative AI, like ChatGPT and Ernie, can improve government chatbots. The paper compares these advanced language models to existing government chatbots in China, highlighting their strengths and weaknesses. Sounds interesting, right? Let's get started. What were the main findings of this research regarding the current state of government chatbots in China?
The research found that China's government chatbots are still in their early stages of development. They're often quite basic, essentially acting like advanced search engines, providing links rather than comprehensive answers. There's a significant gap between these chatbots and the capabilities of large language models like ChatGPT and Ernie.
That's a pretty big gap. What specific shortcomings did the researchers identify in these existing government chatbots?
The main issue is their inability to handle complex or nuanced questions. They often fail to provide satisfactory answers to procedural or complex problems, leaving citizens frustrated and needing to seek help elsewhere. The responses are often vague and generic, lacking the personalized and detailed information people need.
So the researchers decided to compare these existing chatbots with the more advanced LLMs. What were the LLMs used in this study?
They used ChatGPT, the well-known model from OpenAI, and Ernie, a large language model developed in China. They compared the responses of these LLMs to the same set of questions, both procedural and complex, related to various government services.
And what kind of questions did they ask? Can you give us some examples?
The questions covered a range of topics, including education, employment, healthcare, public security, and retirement. For example, they asked about reporting illegal off-campus education, registering an online store, using medical insurance for reimbursement, and even handling a house demolition notice. They also included follow-up questions to test the chatbot's ability to handle complex scenarios.
That's a good range of questions, covering many aspects of citizen interaction with the government. How did the researchers analyze the responses?
They used several text analysis techniques, including topic analysis, similarity analysis, conscientiousness analysis, and sentiment analysis. Topic analysis helped identify the main themes in the responses. Similarity analysis compared the responses of ChatGPT and Ernie to see how similar they were. Conscientiousness analysis looked at how thorough and detailed the responses were, and sentiment analysis assessed the emotional tone of the responses.
So, what did the analysis reveal about the differences between ChatGPT and Ernie?
The analysis showed that both models were able to provide informative and structured responses. However, Ernie tended to provide more concise but layered answers, while ChatGPT's responses were generally longer and more varied. In terms of sentiment, ChatGPT showed a stronger tendency towards positive emotional expression.
Interesting. Did the analysis reveal any other key differences?
Yes, the conscientiousness analysis showed that Ernie's responses were often more thorough and detailed, indicating a higher sense of responsibility in addressing the questions. This suggests that Ernie might be better suited for handling complex government inquiries that require detailed explanations and multiple steps.
So, based on these findings, what recommendations did the researchers offer for improving government chatbots?
The researchers suggested focusing on three key areas: conscientiousness, communicativeness, and populism. Conscientiousness means providing detailed, accurate, and effective solutions. Communicativeness involves responding to the emotional needs of the inquirer and using encouraging language. Populism refers to understanding and addressing the public's preferences and concerns.
That makes sense. Essentially, they're advocating for chatbots that are not only informative, but also empathetic and user friendly.
Exactly. The goal is to create chatbots that can handle complex questions, provide clear and concise answers, and build trust with citizens.
This research seems to highlight the potential of LLMs to significantly improve government services. Are there any limitations to this study that you'd like to mention?
Of course, the study focused on only two LLMs and a limited number of questions. Further research with a wider range of models and questions would be beneficial. Also, the study primarily focused on textual analysis. Incorporating user feedback and real world testing would provide a more comprehensive evaluation.
That's a good point. Real-world testing is crucial to assess the practical effectiveness of these chatbots. What about the ethical considerations? Are there any potential risks associated with using LLMs in government chatbots?
Absolutely. The paper touches upon some of the challenges, including algorithm bias, data abuse, privacy threats, and the potential for misinformation. Careful consideration of these ethical implications is essential before widespread implementation.
So, how can these risks be mitigated?
The researchers suggest a multi pronged approach, including rigorous data screening, transparent algorithms, robust privacy protections, and strong regulatory oversight. It's crucial to ensure that these systems are developed and deployed responsibly.
This has been a really insightful discussion. Thank you for sharing your expertise on this important topic. It's clear that generative AI has the potential to revolutionize government services, but careful planning and ethical considerations are crucial for successful implementation. Thanks again for joining us.